Hi everyone, this is Michael Stevens. I'm so sorry I can't be there in person with you all at Internet Librarian International. I'll be on my way to New Zealand very soon for the Lianza conference, but I'm glad to get to talk with you all today about Mobile 23 Things. All right, very quickly I'd like to take you through some of the research results from the study of the Mobile 23 Things original program. I want to go back real quick though and point out that the Horizon report did say that mobile apps and tablet computing would impact teaching and learning. And this was the 2013 report, so they're saying that this is something that's happening now. So I think it's very good that we're looking at this program and the program is being replicated. This is a study from Insights Now looking at how people use their cell phones and their mobile devices. And what I really appreciate about this is the descriptors used to describe the various activities that folks perform when they're using them. And maybe some of you have done this yourself. The number one thing people do is me time, and that's seeking relaxation or entertainment. Other things include accomplishing things, shopping, preparation, socializing, discovery, and self-expression. Now, what I would say is there should be a layer around all of these things of the potential for learning to occur as well. So Learning 2.0, originally developed in 2006, has evolved over time into including various technologies as well as various topics. It was very positive because it offered inclusive learning for all staff, and it has become a global phenomenon. I was very lucky to study Learning 2.0 programs in libraries in Australia in 2009, and we found some really interesting things. We found that after participating in a Learning 2.0 or 23 Things program, even if you didn't finish, library staff reported a high degree of confidence, comfort, and a willingness to explore emerging technologies because of the program. So let's see what the Mobile 23 Things pilot program looks like. Here's the pre-survey. Pre and post survey. We got to ask before the program started how familiar the library staff was with the various tools such as RSS, Feedly, and Flipboard, and you'll see pretty typical results for before, and then the right-hand column is after. Here's Twitter, Instagram, and Dropbox, three of my favorite mobile apps. And I think this is very indicative of how the program can help people become more familiar with what's possible. And the one I want to highlight is Dropbox on the bottom. You notice in the before, 73% said not familiar with Dropbox, and then after it flipped, 73% said yes, I am familiar. And I think this has practical application if the library staff is knowledgeable about Dropbox and they're helping people with technology, they're on the floor, maybe saving a large file for a library user might be a good way to go. So understanding how you can access Dropbox on a phone or on a desktop machine could be very useful. So in the pre-survey, before the program, we had a series of statements that we asked the staff to rate from tell us how you approach mobile apps and technologies, from I have a limited understanding to I understand only parts, etc. So you'll note that 4% up there at the top had a high understanding, while most of the staff, about a little over half, had that limited or understanding only parts. So here's the after. We dropped off two of those categories completely, those first two, and we went to 58% saying I have a fair understanding, 24% saying I have a high understanding and can teach and train others, and that, I believe, should be one of the goals of running a Mobile 23 Things program. And finally, 18% said I understand only parts, but sometimes I need help. Here it is in bar format, so you can see the before and after. We completely got rid of those first two categories in the after survey, and that nice one there, I have a fair understanding and can chat about mobile apps, jumped up from 21% to 58%. The other thing we're looking at is the technology acceptance model from Davis about how folks incorporate technologies into their work lives. and their perceptions of usefulness of those technologies. We asked people in the post survey to rate a series of statements. Applications on a tablet device are easy to use, are useful for various tasks, and are understandable. And all three of these came out 90% of the 40 or so folks who took that post survey. This gets a little more interesting. I would like to use applications on a tablet in my work at the library. 85% of the respondents said yes, they were agree or strongly agree, and 80% said applications on a tablet device will enhance our library services. And that's where it dropped just a little bit, and I think that's just looking back at Learning 2.0 as well. We've seen that making sure that there's a strong connection to what is done with the new technologies to enhance library service should be very clear, because I think that helps the program be successful. So we asked people what really worked for you in the Mobile 23 Things program. This is just one of the qualitative responses. This person says it was fine to be many together to gain more knowledge at the same time. These are translated into English. So that what that person is saying is it was very good to be everyone together learning the same thing. And I discovered that in the Learning 2.0 research as well. And it's even better that they can help the patrons. And that is the best part at all, that they can help patrons with mobile technologies. Here is one of the qualitative answers for what didn't work well. And this person said it was hard to fit into the daily amount of work. I did my assignments at home, and I have done them myself because there was no one to learn with. So as we look at ways that we might improve the program, one of the things that I think will come out of this is to make sure that people feel supported and feel that they have someone that they can talk to. So in taking a step back and just looking at these preliminary results, and I'm really happy to get to talk about them today with you all, I think program success for Mobile 23 Things will depend on the amount of support learners are given, plus the time that they are given, and it should be time that is mandated by administration of the library or whatever institution, and the perceived usefulness of the mobile applications, and that's applying them to jobs as well as applying them to library services. So thank you very much for your time, and I'm glad to get to tell you about this research.